What's up, Cancers? Welcome back to another video. It's going to be another collective reading for you. I feel like the energy was really heavy today. A lot of tears. Is anyone crying today? It's going to be a general collective reading for all Cancer placements. So tap into where Cancer rules in your chart. What placements, if any, do you have in Cancer? And even if you have none, what area of your life is Cancer energy concentrated? Opposes Capricorn, so just to help anybody out. If you're a Cancer rising, then Capricorn would be on your descendant. If you are Capricorn 10th house, Cancer probably rules your 4th. Depends on if you're using Placidus or whole sign systems. I saw the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. This could be a reading for Divine Feminine. I've seen the Four of Pentacles a couple times. Someone's holding on. Maybe you're feeling like you need to hold on to money. Hell, maybe you're just trying to hold on to your sanity. So let's go ahead and tap in. Spirit, what messages do you have for the Cancer Collective? What's the energy? Six of Cups. Feeling very nostalgic. A lot of things on your mind from the past. Things that used to make you happy. Four of Cups, Two of Wands. I'm going to put it like this. Some sort of decision that you had to make about emotions. Well, we know that two energy has been coming up so much. So maybe you're finally looking towards, going towards like what you really want. Maybe you were rejecting something, not wanting to look at something within your emotions, contemplating, meditating on something in regards to your emotions. Some sort of a decision that you have to make about traveling. King of Wands energy, being confident, passionate, secure in the decision that you want to make. You're trying to manifest something here. Trying to manifest something that you think is going to make you really happy. Page of Wands in reverse. Page of Wands in reverse. You're clearly working really hard on something here. I think you want some sort of a commitment with somebody. Yeah, Page of Wands. A lover, a postman. There's like indecision. And we saw this, like needing to make a decision. So you were being indecisive about something from your past, and now you're like trying to work on it. Maybe trying to work on getting it back. Yeah, you want some sort of a new cycle here. Something has ended and you're not wanting it to. Ace of Wands. Wow, a lot of Wands energy here. So something to do with expressing yourself. I think you've had like some sort of a bright idea. Like maybe you've clearly been like reflecting on something, and now you have an idea about how to move forward towards what you want. Another page here, like wanting to like deliver. Maybe delivering some sort of reciprocity in regards to like an argument that you have with someone. Look how the cards is just popping out. The Strength card. Okay, so I saw the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Here goes the Strength card, and then here goes the Eight of Cups. So a lot of 8 energy here. Y'all see my I did my nails today. I like that. My little orbs. Yeah, you're wanting to, there's an offer of love that you want to give somebody. You needed to walk away from some things that you thought were fulfilling. It's like the same message, picking up on the same collective, obviously. So let me know if this is resonating for you, because clearly it's resonating with somebody, because I keep picking up on the same energy. I meditated, cleared the energy, everything. Like, thinking maybe it would be a different message today. Maybe this is what's so heavy on your heart. Like, you're really emotional about it and you're really passionate about it. Having courage to move towards what you actually want. Hermit, yeah, you're reflecting, you're isolating, you're thinking a lot. I saw the King of Cups. You're thinking like this Queen of Cups is on your mind, or something to do with your emotions. There's a card flipped over here. Oh, yeah. The Hermit to the Nine of Swords. You are probably sitting by yourself crying about this shit, to be honest. This is like sinus infection bound card, okay? Like crying, like can't sleep at night, you anxious. This is like heavy on your mind. Heavy on your mind. Six of Cups is about reminiscing. The Four of Cups, like thinking. Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups, Five of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, Ten of Cups. Like, you're feeling bereaved. You're feeling bereaved about this. Divine Feminine. Clearly talking to another masculine here. What's the problem, bro? Like, what is 3 nines? 999. I think that 999 portal really, really opened some stuff up for you. Did you start to go through like a spiritual awakening around that time? That was just like a couple weeks ago, wasn't it? 999. Four Swords. Heavy reflection. Spending a lot of time alone. You're spending a lot of time alone. You're feeling wounded. I feel like you've been hurt. Could have gone through like some betrayals. Something's got you like on guard right now. Talk to me more about these nines. King of Swords to the Knight of Cups, to the Knight of Pentacles. This has been a really long time for you to see the truth about something. Maybe you were very like authoritarian, like needing to be in control, but something backfired. Something did not go according to your plans. People that you were celebrating with have you in very heavy reflection right now. You're disappointed. Give me one more card to clarify. You're ready to move in another direction, having the strength. We've seen all of the, do we see all the eights? Eight of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. I did see the Eight of Swords before I came on camera when I was shuffling. So a lot of 8 energy, a lot of 9 energy, a lot of karmic energy here. I think whatever happened with like your group of friends, could have been family, but somebody you were very emotionally connected to, hurt you. And I feel like you're recovering from this. You're reflecting a lot. You've had to really go within, like dark night of the soul type of energy. But this is justice. Justice is at the bottom of the deck. So again, this was very karmic. I feel like there was like a karmic debt that you had to pay, and you've had to be very strong to overcome that. But it was something that like you had to do. Maybe you had to, either you had to walk away from this queen energy, or you were separated from it because you had to deal with this. You had to go into hermit, you had to reflect, you had to cleanse. I'm getting like purging of emotions, learning to stand on your own. Talk to me more about the 4 of Cups energy. 4 of Cups. Yeah, something you didn't see something clearly here about a group of friends. This can be a card that represents hidden enemies as well. So maybe you realize that your friends were not your friends. Yeah, that caused some sort of an ego death for you. But it also forced you to have to move in a different direction, look at things from a different perspective, and move towards your actual foundation. It's like the divine had to cause a disruption in that. Again, because this was very karmic. The wheel's turning though. So you've definitely had an increase, or you're coming up on increase. And it could be because you've cleared this karmic cycle. The 9s are about endings. So there is a new beginning on the horizon. So what about the Knight of Cups? And we saw that Knight of Pentacles, King of Cups. Yeah, you're just like learning how to take action from a more heart-centered space, being more curious, coming out of confusion and illusion, being more emotionally mature. This has matured you. It was necessary. With all of the 8s, this was something unavoidable. And I feel like in a sense you actually manifested this. Maybe it was like something that you had to clear in order to get to where it is that you've really been wanting to go in life. And you've had to fight for that, to have this new beginning, to learn how to love yourself, and to also have a new beginning in love in your life. Wow, I just cut the deck on the 7 of Pentacles and the 7 of Cups. And I had just seen the 7 of Wands. So 777. This was something that needed to be completed. This was like part of like the like a foundation for you. This was destined. There was no getting around this. So what's the Ace of Wands? Wow, Ace of Pentacles and the Magician was right there. So, and I seen the 6 of Pentacles peeking out. So you're definitely having some sort of new beginning. I feel like after clearing all of this karma, the divine is like, okay, we're ready. And here is the 9 of Cups. So now you're learning how to really stand on your own in a more balanced emotional space. And you're ready to walk towards this 10 of Cups. Did I say 10 of Wands? I meant 9 of Cups. Now you're ready to walk towards this 10 of Cups, this family, this abundance, having this victory and success when it comes to your happiness. But before, it kind of had to feel like burdensome. I feel like you had to feel this. Like you felt this in your mind and your body. Look at how it looks like. Look at, don't that just look heavy? Not fun. Not fun at all. But you have to learn how to get grounded. So what's the Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles moving towards? Like what's next for you? I'm really curious, maybe before we get to there, what was the karma that you needed to clear? I don't know if you've been exploring that for yourself lately, but what is Sagittarius? Optimism, exploration, and freedom. Sagittarius rules the ninth house. And we see all of these nines here. So it seems like you're like supposed to go into another direction. You're meant to be some sort of spiritual teacher, some sort of a guide, some sort of traveling, some sort of expanding. We saw that Two of Wands, which is like getting out of your comfort zone, moving. You know, the person has that globe in their hand and they got one foot up, like they're ready to take a journey. So maybe all of this had to happen because, and even thinking about this Eight of Wands, like you're meant to like move in another direction. You're an original. You're like a rule breaker, curse breaker. Like you're meant to be the first in something. Most likely within your family. Like we're talking about cycles, karma. So there must be something within your family that this is being meant to heal. And balancing out your feminine energy, like really having to work with your subconscious mind, like understanding that the divine, your intuition is what's guiding you. Taking me back to that King of Swords energy, like just wanting too much to be in control. That's not going to get you very far. You know what I'm saying? Because literally we are only such a small portion of our full makeup. We have to rely more on the divine, on the unseen, on our intuition, because we are spirit. We're living in a body, but we're spirit. So this is you getting more connected to your emotions, and you had to go through these painful karmic endings so that you could truly have a new beginning. You got the world next to the Ace of Wands, next to the Ace of Pentacles. This is like balanced new beginnings. And I saw the Temperance card earlier. This is a healing that was fated. But you had to go through this. This was karmic. This was like past life. All the eights, Sagittarius, all the nines, like yeah, this is like college level earth curriculum. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not on some kindergarten baby lessons. This is like big girl, big boy energy, having to heal from some things that's not easy, that caused you to have to go deep within yourself, to see through illusions, to learn how to listen to your intuition, to trust your heart to lead and guide you. Knight of Cups, King of Cups, Page of Cups. This is a lot about healing your emotional body. And this took time. Like you needed to experience these things to cause you to have to look and examine. So you were moving like you was in control this whole time. But now I feel like you you went out into the world and got a little beat up. and bruised. You were humbled. You were humbled. It's a lot to do about inner child healing, and this is a lot to do. This is the third page that I've seen in this reading, so I feel like there's something that you want to offer someone. Now, yes, it's a lot about healing your inner child, healing your masculine, your yang, your expressive energy, confirmation, but also your yin energy as well. The hermit, this is somebody who knows how to go within. That's the yin energy. Being receptive. Two cards about balance. This is to bring balance into your life, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. Because I mean, going through a tower, 9 of wands, 9 of swords, like, ugh, seems so yucky. But this was balance. This is what needed to happen. This is what was going to bring harmony into your life and a new identity. Yeah, this is something that you're definitely not going to be. You're not going to be regressing anymore after this. Like this taught you so much. King of Pentacles. That's all 4 kings. I do feel like I'm talking to a divine masculine. And if this is like cross watcher energy and you're a feminine resonating with this, then this is what someone connected to you, most likely a divine counterpart, some sort of a soulmate connection that is going through this healing. And all of this is on the right side of the table. So yeah, healing the left side of the brain, that logic, someone who is too cerebral, kind of hot and cold. Yep, 3 of wands. You gotta make a move. It's time to make a move. For the world, the hanged man, and yeah, it's time. It's you trying to make a move to this high priestess. Can't make it up. Divine masculine who desires a divine feminine, who went out into the world, got their ass handed to them because they needed to grow up, and the divine made sure that happened. I saw Judgment earlier, so yeah, you have to go through this tower if you wanted to have this union, this 4 of wands. You have to get away from all this nasty karmic energy that seemed to be friends, family. You need to get your head together. Your thinking was all sorts of messed up. Open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. That's what you needed to go through. All of this was to open the mind of the divine masculine, to help them to be more objective, to be able to consider someone else more emotionally in tune. The King of Cups thinks about his Queen of Cups. You know what I'm saying? And we saw that card earlier. Knight of Cups leads from their heart, is intuitive, is sensitive, is loving, is kind, is compassionate. Now, this is a channel for Cancer, and I am picking up on a lot of water energy here. So take it how it resonates. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Third house, early learning, childhood relations, the rational mind, and communication. So yeah, this is definitely something that stemmed from childhood. 6 of Cups, the fact that I even just said it right there, relates to childhood stuff, memories, things that you probably saw in childhood that really affected how you show up in relationships. Childhood relations, the rational mind, and communication. So check your third house placement. What rule is your third house? Because I'm picking up that it's probably an air sign. And healing the mind from childhood trauma. Mhm. Mhm. Oh, the star healing. I feel like you just are a star. You seem to have a lot of purpose. When we talk about Sagittarius energy, Hermit, all these nines, King energy, you're meant to do something very important. You have a very healing energy about you, but you've also been going through a time of significant and necessary healing for yourself so that you can step into this energy for whoever it is that you are supposed to be mentoring. Right now, you're the student. And I feel like this Empress was a teacher of yours because I just saw the Empress card. So this divine feminine, I saw the Emperor earlier. We have all the kings. I saw the High Priestess, a couple of queens, and the Empress. So this definitely seems to have something to do with a divine connection that's been very challenging. We got opened up to the square, a challenging situation and a mountain to climb. So this relationship that this is about, first of all, with yourself, but also with this other person, has been very challenging. But a square is something that causes tension, that helps to resolve something. Difficult aspects are not for nothing. And wow, just remember the square is a 90-degree aspect, another nine. And I did see the Fool a couple times, so I feel like there is some sort of a new beginning that's supposed to be happening here, but there needed to be boundaries. There needed to be boundaries. Feel restricted, experience struggle, learn hard work and patience. We saw the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, so I'm getting like having to learn delayed gratification because significant healing needed to take place. You were in a lot of confusion, needing to walk away from things, being a little emotionally, not emotionally, but just being a little immature when it comes to your mind. Because we just even seeing that Page of Swords, it's like a beginner, but also can reflect like childlike nature. And you're meant to be a leader. So you had to go through this healing so that you can really get into your leader energy and also have this reunion. There's the last eight, that Eight of Swords that I saw earlier. You had to get up out of your head, all of this air energy, Five of Swords at the bottom. Like you were somebody who, what's the word? Instigated conflict. Maybe you don't even see yourself as someone who tries to instigate conflict, but that's what happened because of your immaturity, your emotional immaturity, the immature communication style. I'm not sure what your attachment style is. Maybe someone who could be very slow. Like, when we talk about cardinal energy, which is Cancer, I don't know what your other placements are. It's like you're supposed to be a leader, you're supposed to initiate things, you're supposed to be brave and get things going. But it seems like you wanted to be in this dictator energy, and that's why you have to get humbled by the divine, because you have such a larger purpose for your life, but you are allowing fear, negative thinking, not wanting to grow, holding on to who you were when God was calling you towards your true identity. And you're going to be successful in this. Like you're meant to succeed. And more swords energy. A lot to do with your mind. A lot to do with your mind and causing unnecessary conflict in your mind. Needing to be more strategic with your thinking. Like, I'm getting that you're a highly intelligent person with all this air energy, with all this swords energy. You're smart. You're meant to be a teacher. So this deceptive energy has been keeping you from this Ten of Pentacles and this Two of Cups. Right behind it. Right behind the Seven of Swords is this. Yeah. Oh my God. There's that extra 9. So kept you from your money and kept you from your soulmate connection. So any advice? We're already 30 minutes in. So any advice for the collective? More air energy. Knight of Swords. Take action. Just take action swiftly, because that's what's gonna, like, your happiness is what's leading you to want to take action. So getting out of your head and just allowing yourself to move forward, because I saw that Knight of Pentacles and that Seven of Pentacles. That's somebody who likes to take their time, like overthinking. I get the feeling that you already think enough. You're probably overthinking. So it's time to take some action here. We saw a lot of action cards. Profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. It's time for you to take action towards your seventh house. It's time for you to take action towards this soulmate connection that it is that you want. It's your happiness, and you already know what it is. Empress. I mean, I can't make it up. I can't make it up. You have to go through this ego death so that you could get your Empress. All of this was necessary. And you already know what you focused on. You focused on your money and you focused on love. And you're getting a new beginning in that. You're getting the Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles in the world. Like we already said that earlier. A lot of 3 energy. We saw the Hangman, 3 of Wands, the Empress, Pisces energy, intimacy, intuition, and compassion. The energy of 3. Clearly, must be love on the brain that's got you claiming my name. Don't stop loving me, just keep loving me. Don't stop loving me. You already know what it is. You have to let that controlling nature of yours get the F out of town so that you could have this happiness, this new beginning. You're clearly ending a lot of cycles and moving towards something great. House 9, spiritual growth. This has been such a catalyst. Like, you've been going through a spiritual awakening. I hope this is, like, clearly you already know this. This is just affirming someone's experience. The Hangman, you just have to have a different perspective on it. You already knew it. You just had to have a different perspective. So God allowed for a tower to happen, allowed for a complete disruption in your foundation so that you could go through this healing, so that you could get this stable foundation, this 1111, this divine union, this marriage and homecoming with this high priestess. Empress, high priestess, all the kings. What? I'm surprised we didn't see the Hierophant. Angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. You have support with this. Look at that. That's 12. That's another 3. The 3, the 9, the 8, the 7. All those numbers could be significant. I am really surprised I ain't see the Hierophant and that the Emperor ain't come out with all of this. Any more advice? You're clearly supported and you clearly know what's going on. I mean, you're a Cancer, like, you're intuitive. Remain curious. A lot of people refer this card to, like, watching people online. So I don't know if you like watching this person online or something like that, but Maybe you haven't said anything because you know you still have like more growth, or like you're still just kind of like healing from this situation. You're learning to have boundaries, like understanding your truth. Maybe you're trying to figure out what you want to say. Maybe you're still in a little bit of like defensive energy, you still have a lot that you're thinking about, but you're reflecting on this love and wanting partnership, equal give and take, but you don't want to be coming in this inconsistent energy anymore, which I respect. Physical security, possessions, material values, and self worth. So you're working on your self worth at the moment. We saw a lot of Pentacles energy, so you're clearly working on your money. You probably want to make sure that you have something to offer if reciprocity was an issue when it comes to this relationship, which that's cool. Ace of Swords with the Magician at the bottom. Truth, clarity, spiritual awakening. Yeah. You do have a different perspective. Yeah, there's the Hierophant. But I think you're still building stability for yourself and maybe still understanding like some toxic traits that you have, obsessive thinking. I mean, we see all the swords energy. House 4, cultural, family roots, home, peace, comfort. So you're probably going through a lot of things in your home life right now, which is making you feel unstable to maybe communicate with this person. Still feeling very confused, and you're still going through really painful endings. I feel like whatever you went through, you really got hurt. Whatever you went through with this group of friends, with family, whatever the third party was, you got hurt. And I think you're still dealing with the ending of that. Like it was a really painful ending, whatever happened. And you're finding balance. You're like having to heal and recuperate from something that went really bad, from clearly like people that you care about. Yeah, it was a tower. We're about to wrap up this reading because a lot of things are repeating. You had a lot of arguments, like really nasty, like heartbreaking type of situations that went down with people that you loved and cared about and you thought you were building something with. Transformation, karma, facing fears, legacies. Whatever happened, it was very karmic. This is another the fact that all the eights showed up in the deck and we got house 8. Oh, this is karmic like a mug. But it's caused you to have this really beautiful transformation. Unrecognizable after going through all this. 4 of Pentacles to the Knight of Cups. You're holding on to the little bit of happiness that you have left, which I think that's why that first card out was that 6 of Cups, the nostalgia. Like you're holding on to whatever good memories you can find, whatever good emotions you can find. And I feel like that really is coming up with that Empress, that High Priestess. See? Queen of Cups, 2 of Cups. Definitely. Definitely. This queen, this divine feminine energy is like your happy place. Like you're feeling distraught. You're feeling broke down, busted, disgusted because all you want is this person. Like this person was brought so much happiness to your life, brought so much fulfillment to your life. It was a soulmate connection. Helped you to feel nurtured and loved. Damn. Wow. I mean, wow. To the Queen of Pentacles, literally, like almost all the Queen energy. I mean, at this point, yes, I'm still pulling cards for you, and I'm still doing that because I feel like whoever's watching this, like you need it right now. I feel like you're looking for confirmation. You're really just looking for, see, satisfy emotional needs, nurture self and others. You're really just looking for comfort right now, because you feel so wounded by the things that you have experienced. out here on your own. We saw all these 9 cards. That's like someone who's by themselves. You have been hurt out here on your own. And I think that this relationship was something that actually helped you to feel very safe. Damn, bro. Like, that just sucks. Oh my God. That just really, yeah. 4 and 4. 44, which is another 8. You holding on for dear life. Oh, you had to walk away from some shit that you thought was fulfilling and it wasn't, and it broke your heart. It caused this ego death. Wow. A union merging and coming together. So something's coming together for you. But I think that because of the healing that's taking place with everything that you've gone through, it's also causing a union, a merging, and a coming together to heal whatever this relationship was. Scorpio, intensity, exposing, purging, and renewing. So you're going through a really big karmic release at the time, and it does feel very intense. It's exposing people in your life. It's like so much in your life is being exposed. It's as if you've been in a dark room for years and somebody finally came in and turned the light on and you saw all of the mess that you were sitting in. You thought that the room was clean. You was low-key having a good time. And somebody came and shined a light on all them corners and cobwebs and bugs. Just not cute. And that I feel is taking me back to that 9 of Swords energy where it's like almost like shame. Like you feel really bad about the things that have happened, but this is judgment. And again, like this is actually something that you manifested. I'm getting even like your spirit team. Like look at that 8 again. The 8 of Pentacles just keep wanting to come out. But I feel like the divine is like, yes, like you see the light. Like the light is turned on. And this is also 21. That's the world card. Like this is a new cycle for you. Like something completely brand new is starting. And it took a lot of work. It took a lot of work, but this was like the only thing that was actually going to help you to see who you really are, who you're really supposed to be, and to wake up from this illusion, this fallacy, opposition, imbalance, and a point of tension and a power struggle. Like you went through a power struggle with these people. It's like you was trying to hold on. You was trying so hard to juggle it. You were trying so hard to find balance. You wanted so much to have balance with this. And look at this other 8. This was karmic. This was something that was unavoidable that you were meant to heal in this lifetime. I got a high priestess wanting to come out. I understand, I remember when I was really down about stuff and it was like that was my only therapy and comfort and consolation was watching tarot readings. Like, look at this soulmate connection that's coming into balance. There had to be like justice on the situation, the judgment, the justice, 2 of Cups. Something was not balanced in this relationship. And so this had to happen, this karmic cycle, for you to grow and expand. Integrity, reverence, and service. Yeah, like there needed to be more integrity. And with that Hermit and that Sagittarius, like again, you're meant to be a teacher. I feel like this relationship even is going to teach people a lot of things. It's teaching you, it's teaching the other person, it's teaching your family, it's healing the generational patterns of love. And I was picking up in my meditation, like as if someone's birthday is on the first. I don't really know a lot of people whose birthday is actually on the first day of the month. And I'm getting that like you literally are like the first in your family to heal what you're healing, to do what you're doing. All right, I think that's it, you guys. Yeah, yeah, this is done. The Temperance card. You're finding balance. This was all meant to be. You're doing an amazing job. I'm so happy and proud of you. I hope that this reading was able to just bring you some comfort, to just hold you where you are. It's not like it's just going to provide you with some sort of answers and it's like, oh my God, this is what I'm supposed to do or whatever. It's really just for resonance for your own soul and what you've been experiencing and what's to come, and get some confirmation and reassurance on that. Establishing a foundation, health, daily life, practical details, very Virgo energy. So, this is helping you to establish a new foundation in your life. You're never going to be the same after this. This is healing your subconscious mind. I'm getting also like chronic health conditions, anything that goes on in your body that you don't even necessarily understand. It was because of all of this. And it's been healed and cleared, and you're just on to bigger and better things. So I'm sending you so much love, Cancers. I love you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Peace.